What is good? Welcome back to the Flawdcast. I am your boy Flawdzilla. This is my lovely co-host Mozilla. How you doing?
I'm good, baby. How are you?
I'm doing good. This is the last normal place on the internet, and we are glad that you could be here with us today.
Yes.
So, today we are talking about the Kyle Rittenhouse case, you know, because we were asked to, first of all, and it's crazy right now. It's everywhere. So, obviously, I want to talk about it just because it's something that is really prominent right now in the world. So why not?
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So you remember this case from a year ago.
Yep.
I kind of remember I remember hearing about it, but I don't know any of the details about it. So
I know a little bit.
You know a little bit.
I watched Tucker last night too.
Okay, so what we're about to watch right now is Tucker from a year ago, so I can get refreshed on the situation.
Word.
So, you know, without further ado, we're just going to jump right into that. You guys know, if you guys have watched our live streams, you know that I'm a fan of Tucker. And I hope he's a fan of us. He will be in the future.
One day.
He will be.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so yeah. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you be notified whenever we drop.
Flawd booty.
Thank you guys again for being here. We appreciate you so much.
For real, straight up.
So goddamn much. Yeah, so anyway. I don't want to get sentimental. Let's jump right into this thing.
Forget it.
A 17-year-old called Kyle Rittenhouse has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder for shootings that took place in Kenosha, Wisconsin recently. There's a lot of confusion about what exactly happened. But in at least 2 of the shootings, video shows Rittenhouse running away, being attacked, and then firing. What does this add up to? Well, some on the left don't want to know. Antifa, according to accounts online, is trying to figure out what cell Rittenhouse is being held in, presumably so they can kill him.
Wow.
So what's the state of the case? What will Rittenhouse's lawyers argue when
Jailhouse lawyers? What does that mean?
I don't know. That's their...
Okay, so when I was in jail, there was people who went to the law library all the time, and they were lawyers. You know what I'm saying? They helped people with their cases, basically. They were people who wanted to be lawyers, and they were in jail. Yeah. So I don't know if that's what this is, what they're like representing right here, but if that's what it is, okay. But it's wild. What are you talking about? If he goes to a cell and anybody gets a lock on his location, email it to us, what are you going to do? Send a kite to an inmate and then get him killed?
Yo,
that's what he's saying?
I don't know. That sounds like a threat.
That's crazy. You can just say that? You can just say that. Okay. Let's go. Let's get through this. I don't want to make this too long.
Yep.
All right.
it does go to court to find what's the state of the case? What will Rittenhouse's lawyers argue when it does go to court? To find out, we're speaking tonight to John Pierce. He's representing Kyle Rittenhouse. He's from the firm Pierce Bainbridge, and we're happy to have him on tonight. Mr. Pierce, thanks so much for coming on. So,
hi, Tucker. Thank you so much for having us to get the true story out of what happened in Kenosha that night.
Well, I'm eager to know, because this is one of those stories that obviously has intense partisan interest, and there's a lot of confusing video. But what is, broadly speaking, the defense that you will mount on behalf of Kyle Rittenhouse?
This is 100% self-defense, Tucker. Kyle, he's a good kid. He's a lifeguard. Kenosha was burning down. Actually, when he got done with work that day, he went to the high school with some friends to try to remove some graffiti. After that, they got a call from a local business person who owns 3 businesses in downtown Kenosha. 2 of those 3 businesses had been burnt to the ground. This business owner simply wanted to desperately
save his business,
what was left of his life's work, so he asked for help. Kyle and his friends decided...
Are you not allowed to do that?
Nobody was doing anything to protect that community, and they decided that they would answer that call and help to protect that business. Yeah. Kyle actually took a first aid kit downtown because he was concerned that there would be wounded protesters downtown. And in fact, he took a firearm because Kenosha had become a war zone.
Yeah,
right. Any
it was
sensible
wild.
person would take that. And him and his friends stayed on the premises and protected that property. And then some events started to unfold whereby he was trying to treat medically wounded protesters, and ultimately he got trapped out on the street, out in the open, because the riot police had moved the line far enough down that they were between himself and that premises.
Damn.
So I have read that he brought a firearm as a juvenile, 17, across state lines a lot of people.
That is incorrect.
That's incorrect. Tell us where the gun came from.
That is incorrect. That is incorrect. That firearm never crossed state lines. That is a legal firearm in the state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin is an open carry state. That charge is incorrect as a matter of state law. As a 17-year-old, he was legally entitled to have that firearm in his possession. Moreover, we are going to be arguing that the Second Amendment and Title 10, Section 246 of the United States Code renders that charge and any ordinance that charge would be based on blatantly unconstitutional under these circumstances.
Right.
Straight up.
But they charge him with it in the beginning
tertiary.
just to make shit look like a big hoopla. You know what I'm
Make something
saying?
stick.
Like, people just claim things, and rather than actually do the police work, you just, okay, so you're saying that? All right, so we charge him with that, 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 and we pile up charges, and maybe he pleads out.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's fucked.
Charge anyway, because there are other. Let me ask you about the first shooting of Joseph Rosenbaum.
Sure.
The second two, one man was shot in the arm, the other was shot in the midsection and died. Both of them clearly, and that's obvious on video, attacked Rittenhouse. But the first shooting, was Rittenhouse fired upon before he fired? Did he believe he was fired upon? What were the circumstances of that shooting?
Absolutely. There was the New York Times has a report and has analyzed this very closely. There was a shot that was fired as Kyle was retreating, actually, from a mob that had become enraged that he was trying to put out fires that the arsons had set, and because he was trying to protect property. The mob became enraged. They began screaming that Kyle needed to be killed, and they were going to kill him. They started relentlessly hunting him.
I've seen this type of shit on video before, so it's not surprising.
As he ran out of room
Antifa
to retreat,
acts like that regularly.
A shot was fired from behind him.
Of course,
the New York Times has clearly shown that. Shortly after that, the individual, Mr. Rosenbaum, who was leading the attack on him, set upon him immediately, began to assault him from behind, attempted to take his weapon, take his firearm, and Kyle, when he turned, he instantaneously had no choice but to defend himself by firing, because he was in imminent danger of serious bodily harm or death.
So they hate.
That was the first shootings.
So he knows how to shoot. You know what I'm saying?
He was he worked with like a boys police thing.
So that's why the dude called him.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
It makes perfect sense. They're just mad that they dealt with someone who was equipped.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They're mad that they dealt with someone who was equipped. They tried to fuck someone up, but if he would have got fucked up and destroyed, he'd just be a statistic. He'd just be a name. He would just be a name that got stomped out in the middle of this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But since he protected himself in the place that he was protecting and lived to talk about it, and also didn't like get hurt, didn't get killed.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got hurt, but didn't get killed. That's what they're mad at.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, that's crazy.
It is.
How are you not how are you gonna act like it's wrong that the business owner knew him, knew he was equipped to be able to defend his business for him? This dude lost 2 businesses already. He knew this man was equipped to actually defend his business for him, so he called him to have him come and defend his business.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
And from that
at all.
And from that point, what he believes in, what he posts on Twitter, what he posts on Instagram, whatever he does on his side in his life has nothing to do with the reason why he shot those people.
Well, see, that's the thing. No, see that if he has a history of like being a fucking true like racist or something, then that's an issue. But I don't think that's the case here.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he has any of that stuff.
Yeah, but that's not what you just said. What you just said was
did that come out weird?
What you said was at that point, anything he's done in the past, put on Twitter or anything like that, doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't. It shouldn't be included to why he shot those people. But it absolutely should if he does have a history of like craziness, but he doesn't.
Yeah, I think they're trying to make it the things that like the groups that he was in. I think they were trying to make it seem like he was a white supremacist mass shooter. That's what I'm trying to. I don't know
in this country,
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, no, I do. But in this country, that's what they do. They recently now, if you are affiliated with anything that isn't their beliefs, you're liable to be called a white supremacist. You know what I'm saying? Or like a right wing, all these crazy things that they call you crazy. They call you like you're a radical for just not believing in what they believe in, even though that's radical beliefs. Like what they do is radical. But they call you radical for thinking logically and not just going along with what you're told. That's radical to them now. It's crazy how they have redefined these things. So regardless, like I see what you're saying. If he like they're trying to make it seem like any affiliation he has could possibly lead to him being racist.
Yeah, like he was there not to protect that store. He was there to shoot rioters. That's what they made it seem like.
Well, if he was there to shoot rioters and protect the store, that would be an issue. So that's why I said that.
Yes, absolutely. You know?
But I don't think he was there to shoot rioters.
Yeah,
if he was there prepared to shoot if it came down to it. That's why anyone carries a weapon.
Absolutely.
And people carry weapons walking down the street with no issue. Like there's nothing happening. There's no riots and nothing happening out in the streets. And people, it's your right to carry a weapon and do that. So why is he wrong for bringing a weapon with him to a place where something it can definitely happen?
Yes, where he's protecting something.
He's protecting something. He's not going there to fight. He's going there because he was asked to defend a business. And he was actually helping people and then was getting attacked for helping people and putting out fires. Yeah. Like he was trying to, in any other case, was being a hero. You know what I'm saying? But since it was against a group that is allowed to riot and get it called peacefully protesting, he was not being a hero because that's who he was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's who was setting the fires that he was putting out. That's crazy. Crazy.
He's a kid.
He's a kid. He's a kid, and honestly, he sounds like a stand-up kid.
They said they said he was a really good kid. They interviewed his mom and everything. It's just him and his mom. He helps the community. He's just a good kid.
That's messed up, man. Let's keep playing this.
So that happened.
That's right.
He called a friend on the phone, said, I think I've killed someone. And then he begins to run. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, actually, let me clarify. Let me clarify that. So actually, Kyle actually attempted to stop and to check on the individual who had been shot. He did make a call to his friend. He said to his friend that he had shot someone. He immediately had to retreat from that area because
they were going against
the mob
him.
that was the rioters.
They're trying to act like he was a mass shooter.
For the shooting.
They try to act like he was a mass shooter.
They called him out.
What mass shooter just runs away?
Saying that he needs to be craniumed. That he essentially needed to be killed. So he began retreating back down the street.
I said, what mass shooter runs away? That's not what I meant. What mass shooter doesn't just continue to try to shoot people?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what mass shooter is gonna shoot in defense and then dip?
Yeah, exactly.
What mass shooter is doing that? Mass shooters try to shoot as many people as they can.
That's not the definition of a mass shooter.
Like that's the opposite. But that's how they tried to frame it when it happens.
Definition of protecting yourself.
Because he happened to shoot multiple people. But that's what happens when there's multiple people chasing you. That's the thing. When you have people who are attacking you and they are a mob, multiple people are going to get hit. That is why you have guns. The guns are the equalizer. They're the great equalizer of our time. Yeah. Because if a mob is trying to take you out, the gun will prevent that. That is why you have guns. So then shit like this can't happen to you. Or doesn't happen to you because, like, you can't, if you get overpowered by a bunch of criminals and just because they don't have guns, 3 of them is enough to kill you. One is enough to kill you. Yep. But 3 of them, multiple, like, oh my God, I'm in fear. I'm in fear automatically. If he didn't have a gun, oh my God, I can't even imagine what would happen to him. And what would have happened to this kid if he didn't have a gun?
And mad people, who knows who has guns?
They were trying to do him dirty. Yes. Like, I don't even know how he would have ended up if he didn't have a gun.
Back down the police line to try to get to safety. Again, the mob relentlessly and viciously pursued him. And he was struck as he was running from behind by one of the rioters. He tripped and fell to the ground. And then one of the rioters was right over him with a Glock. The other one was attempting, and both of them were attempting to disarm him, to take his AR-15. He was successful in being able to
defending
fight that
himself,
off, and he had no choice but to then immediately defend himself. He was at fear
look at him,
yeah,
jumping.
Death. He fired
right
and disarmed the individual who had the Glock by hitting him in the arm.
What the fuck was he supposed to do?
And killed the other person who was attacking him. And I got to tell you, one thing,
when you
really
attack people, you're liable to have something done to you in response. You know that, right? Like, it'd be one thing if he was just shooting people, just taking them out. This dude is shooting people who are attacking him. If you attack someone, you now, like, you can have any shit's gonna happen to you now. You can't just attack people and just get away with it. That's why these mobs that's why they do what they do. Because now there's a mob of us. Who's gonna beat us? Who can stop us? We can just fuck anybody up. Like, there's one bullied person in a group. You know what I'm saying? One bully person isn't going to do that. But when you get a bunch of people who feel like they're bullied and haven't had a chance to get that steam off, you know what I'm saying? That's what mob mentality comes from. They're like, oh, okay, now we can impose our will on people, and they can't do shit about it. That's why you don't need that many people to attack somebody ever. Like,
he was scared shitless.
Yes, crazy, man.
This Tucker, in this war zone, in this chaos that was occurring in a city in America.
This dude looks like he's Chris Brown dancing.
Kyle, the only individuals that Kyle shot were the 3 individuals that were attacking him and putting him at risk of serious bodily harm or death. This is a 17-year-old kid. This is amazing.
So let me ask you this, and I think that's a fair point. He didn't shoot indiscriminately, and I'm taking your word for it in the first one because I haven't seen the video, but in the second 2, I have seen the video. One guy attacked him, the other guy was pointing a gun at him. Here's my question. He shot that man in the arm, and the man backed off.
That was the dude doing the Chris Brown dance.
That man has not been charged. He came at a 17-year-old with a gun. Why has he not been charged?
So here's a question that I have, Tucker.
That's crazy, man. That's a weapon.
That skateboard could have killed him right there.
That's a weapon.
Kyle Rittenhouse. Where are the charges for arson in our cities? Where are the charges for rioting?
That's crazy.
Where are the charges for crossing state lines? And where are the charges against the people who are funding this activity?
Ooh.
And who are financing
He's going deeper with it.
And why is Kyle Rittenhouse?
He's going a little deep with it there.
A 17-year-old lifeguard who is attempting to protect the businesses in his community and attempting to help wounded protesters and was protecting his own life. He doesn't
look like a bad kid.
No.
Like,
was
I don't want to judge a book by its cover, though, but
sitting in
his face doesn't even look like a bad
forces
kid.
Within this country sickeningly attempt
he stayed in jail the whole time.
Find a way to bring harm to him while he's in detention.
Are you sure? He might have actually. He might have. Okay, so we watched that, right? And I wanted to watch that just to refresh on the situation. So now what we're gonna watch is his testimony.
Okay.
Highlights of his testimony and we're gonna watch
the judge.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the judge scolding the prosecutor. That's what we're gonna watch first. We'll watch the judge. Yeah, we'll watch the judge talking to the prosecutor because the prosecutor, I guess, tried to make it seem like he was committing a crime. I mean, well, it made him look guilty to use he has the right to remain silent, and he remained silent, and they tried to say that makes him look guilty, which doesn't even make sense.
That's a constitution.
Doesn't even make sense. Yeah, like
that's a born right.
And it's also smarter because the reason the cops want you to talk to them is so they can use something to help their case. You know what I'm saying? Against you.
Yep.
That's why they want you to talk. They're looking for it's like a bias. They're looking for you to say anything to charge you with something. Like they're hoping that you accidentally give them some fucked up, even talking wrong. They hope you mess up.
Yeah.
They'll trip you up and use them against you. That's why you're supposed to remain silent. That's why you're not supposed to talk without a lawyer. And I know I shouldn't be talking about this because if you've seen my bank robbery video, then you know I didn't respect my own rights.
Well, my lawyer was on his way, but we just
well, still I didn't respect my own rights. But yeah, so we're gonna watch that video of the prosecutor getting cussed out by the judge, and then we're gonna watch the video of his testimony because I'm interested. So yeah, let's get into this, man. Let me change the screen up.
So you understand?
Hold up. Okay, let's do this. Judge scolds prosecutor during Kyle Rittenhouse murder trial.
Correct. So you understand that there's a difference between using deadly force to protect yourself and using it to protect property, correct?
Yes. truth?
Your Honor, Mr. Binger is either forgetting court's rulings or attempting to provoke a mistrial in this matter. He knows he can't go into this, and he's asking the questions. I asked the court to strongly admonish him, and the next time it happens, I'll be asking for a mistrial with prejudice. He's an experienced attorney, and he knows better.
Mr. Binger?
First of all, Your Honor, this was the subject of a motion. I'm well aware of that, and the court left the door open.
For me, not for you.
The judge said
My
that?
understanding of
You
your-
should have come and asked for reconsideration. You did on the one motion, and in fact, I granted your motion for reconsideration.
That was not our motion.
Excuse me. I did. I granted.
We did not move
That
to
was
reconsider.
their motion.
We have not filed
forgive
any
me.
motions to reconsider
Forgive
in
me.
this case.
That was their motion for reconsideration, which I denied. But I said I denied it, or I indicated a bias towards denial is what I did. Held it open with a bias towards denial. Why would you think that that made it okay for you, without any advance notice, to bring this matter before the jury? I was astonished when you began your examination by commenting on the defendant's post-arrest silence. That's basic law. It's been basic law in this country for 40 years, 50 years. I have no idea why you would do something like that. And it gives,
Because he's trying to play to the media.
Well, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
So I don't know what you're up to.
May I respond?
Yes.
We filed an other acts motion on this exact issue
Doesn't matter.
because, in my mind, and I argued this, it is identical to what was going on the night of August 25th, in the sense that the defendant was using this exact same weapon. He was using it in a manner to try and protect property.
No, he wasn't.
Your Honor, with all due respect,
I'm not going to rehash the motion. That's
Bro.
absolutely untrue.
This lawyer is bugging.
Your argument's of record. My comments are of record, and why I ruled as I did is of record. There's nothing that I heard in this trial to suggest anything's changed. Even if you're correct in your assumption that you know more than I did at the time, you should have come to the court and say, I want to go into this.
But
Yep.
he's doing it on purpose. He thinks
Exactly.
he's slick. That's
Exactly.
the thing. So if you he just tried to, he keeps trying to say he's doing this to protect property. He's using the weapon. He shot people to protect property, but that's not what happened.
Nope.
He brought the weapon to protect property, but people attacked him, and then he used the weapon to protect himself.
Yeah.
That's not protecting property. No one was running at the property trying to destroy property, and he just went pop, pop,
That's
pop.
like-
That's not That's not what happened at all.
Yeah.
They were trying to attack him.
He was running away.
Yes.
He wasn't even at the property anymore, probably. I don't even know if that was the property that he was protecting when he was running.
Either way,
Who knows? He was in the middle of the street.
they were attacking him,
Yeah.
and that's what he was protecting. He was
Is
protecting
that-
his self.
Is that semantics?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Is
No,
that, like-
but it's not. He's doing it on purpose. He's saying it so everyone can keep hearing that.
That
He's trying
it's
to put it
property.
in your head. Oh, he wasn't protecting himself. He was protecting property.
Yeah.
Even though that's not true.
Yeah.
He said it twice in that one video in 2 minutes. And it wasn't true the first time he said it.
Yeah.
But then he said it again.
So a judge had to shut him down.
Yes. He thinks he's slick. This judge is using trickery and manipulation to win this case, to try to win.
Yeah.
To try to win the case. Nigga, if you have to do that, then bro, you clearly are trying to lock up an innocent kid.
Yes.
Like, okay, he murdered people, but it was in self-defense, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he like, bro, he has to live with it. You know what I'm
Yo.
saying? He has to live with it.
You'll see.
And even no matter what, right? Unless you're like a real psychopath, if you're gonna remember taking a life forever, it's always gonna affect you forever.
Yes.
Forever. And he took 2.
At
Bro.
17.
Like,
At
come on, man.
17. I couldn't even imagine.
come on, man.
That's crazy. That's hard. That's
It is.
wild.
It is. But I'd protect myself if I had to.
Straight
That's
up.
the thing.
It's straight up.
Like I don't want to ever have to do that. But if
No.
I have to protect myself, then I have to, because that is my fucking right as an American.
Yep.
Crazy, but yeah. Let's watch this other video of his testimony now. Okay, so this is ABC News. Dramatic testimony in Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Is there a different station that I could use here for this?
What do you mean? Like a different
Because I feel like
channels?
ABC is going to try to bullshit us, but I don't know. All right, whatever. Hold on, here we go. Rittenhouse prosecution is like a fallen locomotive. Nope, that's not it. Washington, no.
I mean, if it's highlights.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's just
Right.
highlights. Oh, yeah, so we'll just do this, yeah. We will just do this. Oh, look at this Timcast. We could have watched that, but that's 14 minutes. I didn't want to. Okay, so yeah, let's get into this, man.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, this is the highlights of the trial of his testimony, I think.
Trial, murder trial. The accused killer took the stand in his own defense, at one point actually breaking down as the judge paused the trial. Alex Perez has the latest from Kenosha, Wisconsin.
This is life on the line. I understand, man.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
An explosive day of testimony. Jurors Wednesday, for the first time, hearing directly from Kyle Rittenhouse about the night he shot and killed Joseph Rosenbaum and Anthony Huber and injured Gage Grosskreutz.
You intended to kill, correct?
I didn't intend to kill them. I intended to stop the people who were attacking me.
Then this moment on the witness stand, the now 18-year-old sobbing, unable to talk as he described encountering Rosenbaum, who he says was chasing him.
Mr. Rosenbaum was now running from my right side. And I was cornered from in front of me with Mr. Zeminski. And there were
The judge calling for a break. Rittenhouse also telling the jury that Rosenbaum threatened him before the shooting.
he screamed, "If I catch any of you alone, I'm going to kill you."
Through testimony,
That
the
was
defense
N-words.
painting a picture of a young man who had been cleaning graffiti and wanted to offer medical help to those injured during the protests that followed the police shooting of Jacob Blake. But in cross-examination, the prosecutor pressing Rittenhouse on his decision to go to Kenosha in the first place and why
do
he
they
showed
keep
up
acting like
with
that's an issue?
AR-15.
Why do you need the gun?
Why is that a problem?
Are you kidding me?
I needed the gun because
Why is it a problem?
if I had to protect myself,
That's what I
because
don't
somebody
understand.
attacked me,
This is America.
Playing this
So it's
video in
okay.
court.
So these people are out there setting fire to shit, attacking people, destroying shit.
But
Why did they have to do that?
You don't need a gun.
Like, okay, Jacob Blake, the cop, he got killed, right? Someone killed the cop. A cop killed him, right? He got killed by a cop.
I think so.
But that makes it okay for you to go out in the street and set shit on fire and start destroying a fucking neighborhood? No, nigga. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. No. So, but they're making it seem like he's crazy.
Yeah.
For grabbing a gun and going to defend a business in that neighborhood. You have the right to defend your fucking business.
That is you're born with that right.
Like-
that is something no one can take away from you. That is your that is your
They can take it away from you.
they're trying. That is your born born right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
You're born.
It's your
born
given
with
right.
it.
It's your given right in America.
Yeah, like what?
That's
Get outta
crazy,
here.
bro. That is crazy. So it's okay for the people to set fire and destroy shit, but it's not okay for you to protect it. So they're just allowed to, and none of it is their shit.
That's a
the thing. None of it
crazy
is their
question.
shit.
Exactly.
It's so crazy that that this is even a thing.
Why do you need the gun? What the fuck? Who asked that question? Why are guns made? Why are guns made?
Why did the other people have guns?
The fuck?
Why did the other people have guns?
Why do you put underwear on?
They try to make it different, like, oh, he has a handgun, you have an AR-15, so that's a difference. Like, no, bro.
Yep.
That one could have killed him had it been faster.
Bullet's a bullet.
A bullet is a bullet. What do you mean, bro? Like, they're trying to make that semantics.
That's semantics, yep.
Like, bro, if there's guns down there, then you need a gun to protect yourself and protect the businesses that you're protecting when you go down there.
Of course.
Since the people who are down there have guns. That's why he has a gun.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What do you think?
Yeah, why did he have a gun? Why did he have a gun?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, that's the same thing.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, why? If that's a question to ask him, why is no one asking the dude who had a gun?
Exactly.
The dude who had a gun before that. The other guy who had a gun. No one's making a fucking big deal about him having a gun, even though he's out there setting fire and breaking shit and chasing after people who are trying to fucking stop fires. Like, this is ignorance.
I'll see everybody on TV.
attempting to dismantle Rittenhouse's argument that he was in Kenosha that night to offer medical help.
You're not a certified EMT. You're not an EMT of any kind. You weren't on that night.
So?
Correct?
Yes.
So you lied to him, correct?
If he's trying to help people, he's trying to help people.
I was an EMT, but I wasn't.
At another
So
point,
what?
the trial abruptly paused. The jurors walked out, the judge furious after the prosecutor seemed to allude to evidence the judge previously ruled was inadmissible.
You know very well that an attorney can't go into these types of areas when the judge has already ruled.
When court resumed, prosecutors playing videos of Rittenhouse at the protest and attacking his claim he shot Rosenbaum in self-defense.
Joseph Rosenbaum never touched you in any way during that.
That's the first guy?
Correct?
He touched my gun.
He didn't touch your body in any way, did he?
No.
Okay.
Bro, you touch my
this
gun? That
video
means you're
where
trying to
Ritten-
take my gun from me and shoot me.
So that's cops can just automatically shoot people when they try to take their gun?
That's the thing. That's the thing. I understand why a cop can do that.
That's
exactly what I'm saying. I understand why a cop can do that. I don't know why you phrased that like that. You made it seem like, because then what someone's gonna say is
I'm
no.
fucking up today.
Someone's just gonna say no. Cops shouldn't be shooting people. But I do believe that if you go for a cop's gun, the cop should shoot you because
suicide
you
by
are
cop.
now trying to kill the cop.
Absolutely.
Why are you trying to take the cop's gun?
That's the thing, and that's why people have guns.
Yes.
That is why. So if anybody tries to take this thing that I'm protecting myself
Or if
with,
they have something to kill you with.
Exactly. So that's if he tried to trying to take the gun is the same thing as him pointing a gun in your face.
And when there's multiple people trying to jump you, you cannot watch everybody's hands.
Yep.
And you can't, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When they're all coming at you to do you harm.
Yep.
How can you pay attention to all the weapons? You're not the equalizer. Like, you're not Alex Parrish from Quantico.
I wish.
You can't do it. You're not Jason Bourne. You're not gonna be able to watch. Okay, he has this. He's approximately this far away. He's gonna do this.
Slow
I can
down
move to this
time.
side. He's gonna hit this, and I'm gonna come defend. And like, that's not gonna happen, bro. So,
he's 17.
and he's 17. Like, come on, man. These are a bunch of adults out here setting fires.
Yep.
And breaking shit because they want to.
Come on.
That's it. It's like they look for any reason. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's like this shit was created. It almost seems like ever since Trayvon Martin, it's been like they just been using the same tactics over and over and over again to get black people up in, you know what I'm saying, like up in arms.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They've been using the same tactics over and over and over again. I wonder what would happen if black people stopped reacting to it. What would they do? Guarantee the media don't cover it so much.
Of course.
You know? Because the media never cared. They care about what you click.
Yep.
And if you're going to, if they can get you to, they know that you have to be passionate about something to care about it and watch it every time it comes on. So they have to get you feeling a way about it.
Yes.
Like, crazy. Let's go.
Rittenhouse shot Grosskreutz, who was also armed but didn't fire.
He's got
He
a
could have.
pistol, not aimed at you.
He could have.
You've got an AR-15 aimed at
You know how quickly
Why is
it could go like
he more of a
this?
threat to you than you are to him?
He has a gun.
He was moving at me with a gun in his hand.
Plain and
All right,
simple.
Alex Perez joins us live from Kenosha.
No, we're not gonna.
now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
For real, that's all.
I don't
That's
care
all.
what he has to
like
say.
he was coming at me with a gun.
I don't care what this guy has to say, bro. If someone is advancing towards you with a gun, it doesn't matter if the gun is if it's in his hand, if it's down by his side, if he's going like this, if he's going like this, if he's going like this. Like, I don't care what he's doing with that gun. If it's in his hand, it takes less than a second for him to lift it and pop me. What, Doug? If you're advancing towards me, if I am your target of frustration and whatever you're coming towards me with, and you have a gun in your hand, you are a threat.
He's the target of the whole mob.
That's why he had to use the words, why are you more of a threat to him than he is to you?
Yeah.
That's why he had to phrase that like that. Because he's still a threat.
Yes.
Like, any threat is a threat, bro.
Straight up.
Like, he's still a threat.
And when it's your life on the line, a threat is serious.
That second that he took to pop that dude shouldn't have had the gun in his hand. How about that? That dude shouldn't have had a gun in his hand running towards him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You could ask that dude the same question. Exactly. Why do you have your gun in your hand? He has an AR-15 not pointed at you. Why are you running towards him with a gun? Then he points it at you, then he pops you.
Yep.
That's what happens.
Yo, this shit's crazy.
Only one person had the chance to shoot first.
Yep.
If you both have guns out, one person has a chance to shoot first.
Yep.
That's it, bro. I'm defending myself.
Me too.
Crazy.
So there's more. There's more, right?
Yeah, more is gonna happen
over?
in the future. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think right now the trial's still going on. I don't know where you heard that his charges, that everything got dropped, but it did not. It didn't.
I think you know what? I think I misread Steven Crowder's tweet.
Post. Yeah. Because it definitely.
I think that's what happens with text. I reach it wrong sometimes.
Yeah. They're trying to get a mistrial now though,
okay.
and it wouldn't be surprising if it did, because look what's happening, bro. This lawyer is like a piece of shit, to be honest. The prosecutor is a piece of shit. That's just how I feel.
There was another one.
Come on, we're not gonna go to another video.
Yeah. No, but it was just the person that got shot.
No, you could talk. You ain't gotta run through it. I thought you were just trying to bring up another video.
No, because I would have to search for it, and I don't know exactly who it was. But the person that he shot, that lost his arm or that got shot in the arm, was on the stand. Yeah, and he said the prosecutor was like, "Oh, so nobody told you to change your story, right?" And the dude was like, "No, you did." Like straight out.
Okay.
Was like, you told me to change my story.
So how about this?
I'm gonna find it.
If that's a video.
Yeah.
If you guys want us to react to that,
yeah,
drop a comment. We only need to see a couple of them. If any of y'all want us to react to that, we will.
Yeah.
And we'll upload that.
Because I saw that on the news last night.
Yeah.
With my eyes.
Okay.
So I'll have to find that.
But yeah. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you notify whenever we drop. Appreciate you guys. Make sure that notification bell is hit, because people are telling me that for some reason theirs is unchecked. People are telling me they've been unsubscribed recently. People have been telling me that the notification bell is unhit, and I understand why it happened, because I know YouTube doesn't like some of the shit I say, but
here now.
You guys got to extra support me for that. You know what I'm saying? But we are here. We're not going nowhere. So yeah, thank you guys for coming through and watching. Appreciate you guys. Remember to always stay flawed, Flawd Squad. We out.
We out.
Make it easier for me to go to sleep at night. I had a dream that I could do my thing, and everywhere I went the people knew my name. Some people hated on the truth I bring, but now I use the hating just to fuel my plane. I had a dream that I could do my thing, and everywhere I went the people knew my name. Some people hated on the truth I bring, but now I use the hating just to fuel my plane.